SportsNola.com at the Hertz Center at Tulane. Lenny Van Gilder visiting with a guy who's spent some time on this Tulane campus here today as part of a National Basketball Retired Players Association event. John Hot Rod Williams. John, you've been back a few times since 1985, I know, but what is it like to be able to come back and see, first of all, the facilities now that Tulane basketball has?
Well, the first time I seen the facility, I was here. I came down here while they was building them. I say, wow, I wish we had it when I was here, but I hope that this would draw more kids to come now. When you got better facility, kids look at that, and I think that would draw more attention for people to come here.
You went on to play 14 seasons in the NBA after leaving here. What in the game has changed from 30 years ago to now?
What, in the pros or college?
In both, really.
Well, and I think the game got more one-on-one type of game where it used to be more team ball, especially in the pros. Guys don't play defense the way you used to play. It used to be a defensive drug game. You can bump, hit, and grab, but these days you can't even touch a guy. Everybody thinks that Michael Jordan was probably one of the best players, but Michael Jordan, when he played, we can grab him, bump him, and hit him, whereas LeBron James is a great player too, but you can't grab him. You touch him, it's a foul now. So that's the big difference the way they're calling fouls in the game now.
As you look at college basketball these days, you were a guy. You were here for 4 years, and it was very common for people to stay 4 years when you were in college in the '80s. Now it's one and done. Do you think guys going to the NBA really developed at this stage?
Some guys is ready for it. Some guys not. Depends on the background where they came from. If a lot of these guys who going early, their mama and their daddy hasn't played pro ball, so they probably more mature because they've been around the game a lot. But you got a lot of guys just think they can go to one and done, and I don't think they was ready. They said a couple of people in the draft this year. I didn't think they was ready to go, but they went. The two guys from LSU, I thought if they stayed, they'd have been a higher draft, but they decided to go, and I know them real good. But if I thought they'd stay 1 year, LSU would have had a chance to win a national championship with the guys they coming in with this year. That was the difference.
As you look at what this Tulane program has done, you go back to Perry Clark and most recently here Ed Conroy. How much do you keep up with what's going on, and what do you think about their prospects here?
Well, I try to stay in contact with some of the guys. Some of the guys come to my house. Some of the guys who's on the alumni club. Tell me they have different things going on, trying to get me to come to attend different things. But, Tulane is a great school to come to, and that's why I came. I owe everything to Tulane. I'm happy. The only thing I'm kind of sad that Tulane never retired my jersey, and why, I don't know, but I think I'm one of the best players. So, hey, but everywhere I go, I say I'm from Tulane University. That's what I don't care. I'd be happy with that name on my back.
That's good to know. So there are with everything that went on in the final year there's no real bitter feelings to this place whatsoever, other than what you say that you feel like maybe some of those honors didn't come your way.
That ain't an honor. That's facts. I think I was one of the best players ever played here. Now I think my jersey should have been retired here, but they didn't do it, and I don't care if they don't do it. But the book speaks for themselves. Just look in the record book, and you'll know, and look at the record.
As you look back in your playing days here, I think everybody immediately points to all of those clashes down in the post with Keith Lee at Memphis State. You guys went head to head 8-9 times in your career here, and they were just some classic matchups over the course of your 4 years that you guys played at the same time.
Yes, we did, but you got to look at us. Tulane, we didn't have the team that Keith Lee had, but we was able enough to compete with everybody because of myself and a couple other guys. But they had a whole team. They was ranked number 1 in the country when we beat them. Louisville was ranked number 1 in the country. How many times did Tulane beat a ranked number 1 team? Well, we did it in basketball several times.
And some good memories, I'm sure, bringing back here and talk about this event and a chance to get back and give back to some of the some of the youth here in the New Orleans area and tell them a little bit about what you've done and how you can help them.
Well, I've been in New Orleans the last couple of years. Matter of fact, with the Player Association, we had 2 big times here in the summertime where we go visit the hospital. Been visiting the ninth ward, coming back here, helping kids, putting on clinics like this to show the kids, telling them the ins and out playing ball. One thing about everybody think he was going to be a professional basketball player or a professional baseball player. I don't tell a kid that, and everybody want to be a Michael Jordan or everybody want to be a Magic Johnson. I tell a kid to be themselves. The best thing you can do to learn this game much as you can, practice hard, do your books, and it might have a chance to get a scholarship to go to college. And if you can get you a chance to get a scholarship to go to college, that's more important than anything. I think a lot of kids, mom and dad, can't afford for a kid to go to school these days. So why not take this advantage of playing sport and go there and get your books and do better you can and improve yourself, and that way you can get you a scholarship.
Truly is a golden ticket, isn't it?
Yes, that's the best thing. I mean, if it wasn't for scholarship, I'd have never went to school. I mean, not just me, probably half of the guys in the NBA would have never had an opportunity if it wasn't for scholarship. You'd ask me whether I was going to the pros when I was in high school, no. You'd ask me whether I was going to college on a scholarship, I could have told you yes, because I knew I worked myself hard enough to play to go to any school where I can play. Whether I was going to make it to pros, I didn't know that.
John, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right.